And now I'll tell you the Big Rock story. Long, long ago, the world was a wild place, filled with wonders and terrors. Into this world came a supernatural being of great power. The people of this land called him Cumsnooth, the older brother. Cumsnooth was a transformer, using his power of transformation and his cunning to putting things right. Wherever he went, he brought hope to the people by slaying the monsters that lived in the ancient world. One day, Cumsnooth heard the tale of a small village by a great water, where a dreadful monster had come. It was said that this beast had many strong arms, from whose grasp no one could escape. So the people of the village stopped going to the water. They started to die from hunger and thirst. Soon, only a single wily old man and his grandson remained alive, feeding on the few red snapper that remained. Cumsnooth knew what he had to do. He went to the village. And he asked the old man what had happened to the people. The old man told Cumsnooth that the people of the village had died in the arms of the beast. Cumsnooth thought long and hard on how to fix this problem. He gathered large flat stones from the beach and he set a fire. And he put the stones into the flames to heat them until they glowed red. Then he tied those stones to his body. And though he could feel the intense heat, it did not burn him. The old man and the boy were both amazed to see this and wondered how Cumsnooth could not be burned by the stones. Cumsnooth walked to the edge of the water to lure the monster. And it wasn't long before that terrible beast came up to the surface. It reached with its long arms towards Cumsnooth and quickly wrapped them tight around him. But Cumsnooth was one man who could not be held so easily. The monster tried again and again to ensnare Cumsnooth. But it did him no good. At this, the creature became so enraged he jumped at Cumsnooth and tried to swallow him whole. But ha! The creature landed on Cumsnooth's head, and the hot stones burned the giant creature. It tried to escape, but Cumsnooth dragged it back to that hot stone. The beast's body burned and began to crumble, Its body fell to the ground in pieces until all that was left was the creature's giant stomach. Kamsnooth picked up the limbs of the fiend and threw them into the ocean. And as he did this, he said, "You shall transform yourself now, and in the future serve as food for the people you once hunted." Then, as the old man and his grandchild looked on, he threw the beast's head into the sea near Cape Mudge, causing the ocean to churn even to this day. At last, Kamsnooth threw the heavy stomach onto the land, where it became a huge stone, which we now call Big Rock. The old man and the young boy watched all of this in wonder, and as Kamsnooth walked on, they said, "What we have seen here, we will tell all the people of the world, and so too will our children tell your story, and their children, and their children, until the end of time." And that, my friends, is what I have just done.